Hello friends. So this is our fourth poem. Here we have only 6 poems, isn't it? So this is the fourth one. First one you remember. My mother at 66. The second one was, what was the second poem? Remember? An elementary school classroom in a slum. So is that the second one? And the third one, keeping quiet. And now this is the fourth one. This is a very, the poet is very special poet. Special poet, what I mean is, he is 100% a poet. Absolutely no influence on anything like politics or any such thing. It's a romantic poet. Of the 3 famous romantic poets, you know those, Wordsworth, Shelley and Keats. Wordsworth was influenced by French Revolution and Shelley was all the time worried about the problems of life. That's why he says no. In West Wind he sings like this. In fact he cries. He fall upon the thorns of life, I bleed. So concerned about that. In this case, not promised. Pure poet. Yes, pure. Just as we say pure milk. Comparison is not a good one, but still. It's a pure poet. Nothing but this world of imagination. Poet of love and poet of beauty. Sensuousness in his poems. Sensuous means what? You can feel it with your senses. That's called sensuous. Color. So beautiful things. So, in fact, this is a very long poem. The title of this poem is a very long poetic romance, Endymion. Endymion. So it is written here, I have written it here. This poem is taken from, excerpt from Endymion. So this is the title. Long poem, about 4,000 lines. 4 sections. And each section, 1,000 lines. So this is only 24 lines. Imagine. It is like not even a drop in an ocean. If you consider Endymion is an ocean, it's not even a drop. So you can just taste it, that's all. And if you think that the taste is very attractive to your tongues, then you should read the whole thing. Not today, not now you are at the moment when you are a student, no, not some other time you can do it. Okay. In fact, Keats is more famous for his odes, O-D-E-S, odes. Odes of Keats, very famous odes. Ode means a lyric. A lyric means a poem that can be sung accompanied by a lyre, L-Y-R-E, lyre. Lyre is a musical instrument, just like you have got your violin, see, or you have your, you cannot compare to a keyboard, that's not a keyboard, violin or a guitar or something like that. So that is a lyre. Sing accompanied by a lyre, that is lyric. Ode means a lyric addressed to something. Addressed. For example, famous odes, ode on a Grecian urn. Grecian urn, thou still unravished bride of quietness. Thou, addressing. What to a nightingale, famous nightingale. What to autumn, season. Understand? And then these are very famous. I think those things you can start reading even now you are in the +2 class. You can do it. Now this is our story, actually a Greek legend. Endymion is based on a Greek legend, a Greek story. Greek mythology, endymion, very handsome, extremely handsome. Some people say he was a hunter king. Some people say he was some versions, I don't say some versions, there are many versions for the same story. So one version is that he was a hunter king. Another version is that he was a shepherd, extremely handsome. So what happened is that one day, moon goddess Diana, and that Diana also has many names. One name is, one version it is Cynthia, another is Selene, another is Artemis or Diana. The same name. Cynthia, Selene, Artemis or Diana. They are moon goddess of the moon. Moon goddesses. So one day she looked down and when she saw a very, very extremely handsome young man, and she fell in love with him. We say infatuation, infatuation. So he fell in love, she fell in love with him. Love at first sight. And she was chasing him, they said, in some stories, some versions. She was running after him. Another version is that he saw Diana and Diana, he was in search of Diana. He searched everywhere, finally he even searched the sea. Not only this earth but also the sea. At last he managed to find her out. So these are different stories, but the basic theme is love, romance, and that is between a very, very extremely handsome youth and extremely beautiful lady. You can say, young lady. In some version it is said that this Endymion, this handsome, he is the son of Zeus, God Zeus, the almighty God or the supreme God, deity in Greek mythology. And then he was his son, and Selene begged Zeus to give him eternal youth. He blessed him with eternal youth and eternal sleep. That's the thing. All the day he would be sleeping. That night she would come and visit him. He was sleeping in a cave. Mount, near this eternal sleep. A cave in Mount Latmus. A cave in Mount Latmus. He was sleeping. She would come every night. And the legend says that she bore him 50 daughters. 50. Whether it's right or not, these are legends now, stories. Anyhow, this one, the basic fact remains the same, that is, it was a love story. It's a romantic love story. Maybe boy chasing girl or girl chasing boy, that we don't. And by the boon given to him by Zeus, he enjoyed eternal youth. Maybe now also he will all those things are imagination. As I told you, I spoiled these senses. And in these 24 lines, there are only 4 points. For 4 sections you can say. One is the assertion. He asserts, he declares that a thing of beauty is a joy for him. It's a very famous line. Another very famous line in Keats, heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Very often quoted. Often quoted. So also a thing of beauty is a joy for him. Then blessings. In what way things of beauty are blessings to us? That is, things of beauty and their therapeutic use, curative power of things of beauty. Fourth is a list of things of beauty. List. Long list of things of beauty. Understand? Now, following our method of communicative teaching, you have got the bower. Bower means a pleasant shady place. Bower. Usually in parks you can see bowers, and under which lovers will meet and spend their romantic moments. Bower, a very pleasant thing. Morrow is used in poetry. That means tomorrow. Instead of saying I will meet you tomorrow, we can say, oh, we'll see tomorrow. But usually that is used to be widely. Wreathing a flowery band. Wreath means a circle shape made with flowers. Wreath. You place wreaths on dead bodies. In this case it is not like that. Wreath. Wreathing a flowery band, rope, a garland of flowers. Very often what happens is that we make flowery ropes by wreathing flowers. Yes, attaching flowers to that. Spite of this one. Spite means hurt. Some people, they are spiteful people, hurting. They always want to hurt people. Despondence means low spirits, having no hope, lost hope. So he is in a despondent mood, means he has lost his spirits. He is in a hopeless mood. Spite, that is because of somebody helped him. Human dearth. Dearth means lacking. You don't have it. A situation where you don't have something is lack. Dearth of food. There is dearth of food because of a failed harvest or crop failure. Dearth means not having enough. Lack of. Dearth of money. Sometimes we have dearth of money and then we all know. Now we have to spend for small things. Over darkness, made gloomy. Over darkened. The sky is over darkened with clouds. It is gloomy. Fall means gloom. So on his face we can read, or we can see a pall of gloom. A pall of sadness, or gloomlessness. I think those words are clear. Now the story I have explained, now we will start reading it. Today we will do 12 lines and tomorrow we will do the rest. So here it begins like this. I will first decide. Very simple, too simple. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. So that is the declarative part of it, or assertive part of it. But we keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams. I told you, sensuous and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence of the human girl, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the thought. So the first part is, I told you, assertion, a declaration. Thing of beauty is joyful, straightly. Now, the remaining lines, why? Answer the question, why? Its loveliness increases. Its beauty increases. And what do you mean by a thing of beauty? It can be anything. can be a person, it can be a virtue, it can be a story, it can be a monument. Taj Mahal is a monument, a thing of beauty. Story, the last leaf by O. Henry, it's a story, it's a thing of beauty. This poem, Odes of Keats, things of beauty. Understand? A beautiful woman, Helen, thing of beauty, Helen. Then you have Helen in Iliad. There is not any Helen, but the Greek beauty, Helen. Wife of, the woman who was abducted by Paris, one of the Trojan princes. And then you have got the sonnets of Shakespeare. And Shakespeare never, he says, loveliness increases. That means it never dies. That's why Shakespeare, in Sonnet 55, he says, not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme. Powerful rhyme, that means these sonnets. All those things will be, someday will perish. Gilded monuments of princes shall perish. Understand? So that's what it says. Nothing. All these things will disappear. My sonnets, my poems, my works will remain, and that is true also. Even now, 400 plus years after that, even now we enjoy the plays of Shakespeare. So the thing of beauty is a joy forever. It is. That's why now you remember some days you might have come across these lines. Dr. Foster's exclaiming, then he saw the beautiful face of Helen. Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships? Was this the face that launched 1,000 ships and burned the towers of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with this. Immortality in a thing of beauty, never dying. Not only it increases, but immortal remains him. Taj remains immortal. All the wonders of the world remain immortal. Beauty of the Himalayas increases. I can give you the virtues of Mahatma Gandhi. Ahimsa, non-violence. So that is, the thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass into nothingness. Already, Sonnet 55 I quoted. The not gilded monuments of princes will shall outlive this powerful rhyme. You cannot destroy it. The thing of beauty is, it will remain, it increases. That is the declaration part. Then what happens is that, what are the blessings? But it will keep a balm, pleasant place, for quiet for us. A balm quiet for us. Silence, calm and perfect. Imagine a bower in a park or a forest again, surrounded by flowers and green leaves, and honeybees, and songs of birds, cuckoo, nightingale, and so on. Such a beautiful imagination, isn't it? A bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams. So it provides blessings like this. It's always a pleasant thing to think of. Then it presents before you, brings before you a procession of beautiful things about which you can dream. A story you read and imagine. You dream. Full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathings. When you have sweet dreams, opposite of that is nightmares. You have sweet dreams. You say, when you go to, before you part or before someone whom you love and you are loved, before going to sleep, that person will tell you sweet dreams. What does that mean? It means dream, you dream about me. That's what it is. Sweet dreams. So what is that? As far as that person is concerned, you are that person's thing of beauty. And that person is your thing of beauty. So sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Says, but will keep a bower quiet for us. Means it is a thing of beauty. You can sit in a quiet, pleasant place, surrounded by flowers and green leaves and honeybees and also, and think of beautiful things of life. Beautiful experiences of your life. Your childhood days. The things that you want to remember always, they come to your mind when you are sitting there. So it provides a place for you. It gives you sleep. And the sleep will be full of sweet dreams. Then after that sleep, what you get is health. Not a broken sleep, but a sleep full of dreams. So health. And quiet breathing. No blood pressure, nothing of that. Quiet. You don't know? If somebody looks at you, they may think that you are not breathing. So quiet breathing. That means calm and quiet. Opposite of that will be panic. What does that mean? That means you are in trouble. The breathing will be quiet, calm, calm. Great breathing, quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morning, are we wreathing a flowery band bind us to the earth. It means we love living. Every morning we want to get ourselves attached to this earth. How? A flowery band. A garland of hope, a garland of high spirits, a garland of optimism, a garland of beautiful thoughts. Understand? So we are attached to that. Otherwise, suppose your life is sad, you have broken sleep, you are unable to sleep, you have got a lot of bodily illnesses, and there is nobody to look after you. You are all alone. You are getting from everywhere. You get only negative attitudes. Then what you want is you want to die. In other words, suicide. Isn't it? But in this case, it's not like that. You have got that much of earnestness to continue your life. You want to die, or you want to bind yourself to this earth with a band of flowers, with a band wreathed with flowers. Similarly, this is a garland. A garland. You want to tie. Not this rope. So if you use that word rope to explain this itself is not to the, it spoils me. Isn't it? So this is a garland. Garland of flowers. You are binding yourself to the earth. So these are the blessings of beauty. thing of beauty. It will provide a place to sit down and think of sweet memories. It will provide a sleep full of sweet dreams. It will provide health. It will provide calm and quiet breathing, and therefore it will provide us. We will get up with high spirits every morning, and we love living. So the thing of beauty is a joy forever. Question: why do you think that the thing of beauty is a joy forever? This is the answer. For the blessings of things of beauty. The next point is the curative effects. When you are sad, in what way these things of beauty will cure you? That's what he says. And he says that spite of despondence, spite, hurt. As a result of hurt, you are despondent, you lose hope. The same thing happened in the life of John Keats also. Spite of despondence, he was criticized, not only criticized, I must say, he was attacked by Blackwood's magazine. For some time he was actually suffering from great pain. So there is spite of despondence. For no reason they are criticizing his poetry. So spite of despondence. Something that he had experienced in his life. He was also in love with a lady. And he was suffering from tuberculosis. The love affair, not so, we can say, moved with sweet memories. And not very, in the beginnings it was not very happy. That much you understand. So then, these are all the spites in his life. Attacked by Blackwood's magazine, his own person, tuberculosis, and his love affair, and ran into turbulent waters. A little bit of poetic language I am using, that is not very smooth. Alright, so that is spite. And in such situations, what probably the poet might have done, he might have thought of some things of beauty. So that cured him. Spite of despondence, of the human dearth of noble natures. Says among us, there is a lack of noble nature. People with a noble nature. If you take 100%, 100 humans, you will find the people with noble nature only 5%. 95, according to the poet, not noble nature. So dearth means lack. So there is a lack of people with noble natures. That is gentlemen, gentle ladies, nice people we say. Nice people, loving people, not many. A good number of them are out to destroy you. There may be very few, you can say, good people in this world. So, one is spite of despondence, the other is lack of people with good nature, of gloomy days. Person suffering from tuberculosis, you cannot say happy days. And he died very young. You can see this, 95-21. Span was very short. So he died very young. Now you can say, so it is gloomy days. Gloomy days, the affair was not very smooth. Attacked by Blackwood's magazine. Blackwood's, WWODS. Spacey, that's why. Blackwood's magazine. So is it spite of despondence? Means loss of spirit or hope because of the spite of other people, hurt of other people, hurting. The lack of presence of good people, noble people. That is dearth of noble natures, gloomy days, sad days. Of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways. Unhealthy. Without giving any reasons, attacking somebody's poetry. That is unhealthy ways. And as a result of that, his ways are over-darkened. Already I have given you 3 reasons why over-darkened. Over-darkened ways made for us, made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all these, some shape of beauty moves away the poor. You may be suffering from a loss of spirit, depression, modern language, in modern terminology, depression. You may be suffering from depression. Then you may be suffering from lack of good friends, human noble natures, good friends. You may have to undergo gloomy days in your life because of illness. It can be because of broken relationship. It can be death of near and dear ones. It can be his brother died. A lot of things like that. Gloomy days. And as a result of that, you become unhealthy and your days become over-darkened. But still, what we go in spite of all, we are searching for something. Yes, what is that? Some shape of beauty we are searching for, so that all these things, your depression, your hatred of people, negative attitudes of people, over-darkened ways, unhealthy environment, gloomy days. When you have got these problems, what will you search? You search for what? Some shape of beauty, a thing of beauty. And then the thing of beauty will drive away these things from you. The pall of gloom. Instead, you will find a cloudless morning, bright morning. So these are the 3 points. The remaining 12 lines, you have got the list of beautiful things. Some away fall from our dark spirits. Our dark spirits. What is dark spirits means? Our despair, disappointment, depression, dejection. So such things will, a thing of beauty will drive away these things. So you will feel like again binding yourself with a garland to this Mother Earth that you must continue to live. So actually this is a philosophy of life. We have something to hold on. There is nothing to hold on. This is why one of the reasons why people believe in God is that you have to hold on a beautiful thing, and that beautiful thing is God. You understand that? It is very deep in that way. If you think, profound thoughts, food for thoughts, as we say. So very often what happens is that why do people commit suicide? One of the reasons is they have nothing to hold on. That's why Plato said, even if there is no God, you must invent one. Even if there is no God, you should invent one. Why? Because that is a thing of beauty. Against all virtues, embodiment of all virtues, that is what we have. The God in your mind. You imagine God like this now. An embodiment of all virtues. So then you automatically, what will happen? You will have a tendency to hold on, to take support. Then you will not feel like dying. So that's what Keats says. John Keats says. Okay, I think it's clear. Questions, what probable questions are, what qualities do you find in a thing of beauty? A thing of beauty is a joy for all. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass it in nothingness. It is immortal, eternal. That is the answer. What are the blessings of beauty? Second question. It will keep us happy, give us good sleep, provide us with sweet dreams. Then sound and good sleep with dreams will make us healthy, and we will have no tension in our life. So every morning you think of living and continue to live happily. These are the blessings. Third question, what are the curative effects or therapeutic use? Therapy, So what are the things? When you are in low spirits, when you have got troubled days, when you have got, when you don't find good friends around you, when you are, your days are darkened and unhealthy, then whatever happens, whatever negative happens to you, you can, in spite of all, whatever negatives happen to you, you can hold on to something, and that is a thing of beauty. Because first 3 lines, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Understand? A thing of beauty is a joy forever. I think now that much is clear to you. It's only the background, the name of the poet, but the qualities of that poet is a 100% poet. The sense that he has nothing else except this imagination, thinking about beauty, beautiful things and so on. In other words, he is not influenced by external happenings. Not at all. External happenings did not touch him. How do you know this? We compare it with Wordsworth and Shelley, the other two great romantic poets in English. Then you will see that. Understand? And then I told you about the background, Endymion. What is Endymion? It's a long poem of 4,000 lines with 4 sections. It's only just what you call a drop. The story, the love affair between goddess of the moon and a very extremely handsome youth who enjoyed eternal youth. Understand? And that love affair, how she used to come. His peculiarity is that he will be sleeping always. The story, you don't write this kind of things. Think that sleeping always is good, no, not at all. This is a story, a legend. Then she used to visit him and so on. This I told you. He slept in a cave. He was the son of Zeus, some people said, all those things. Then he speaks about a thing of beauty. First is declaration, second is blessings of beauty, third is the curative effects of beauty. I hope that you have been following and enjoying my class. In the beginning there was some disturbance because outside it was raining. I hope you will excuse. So bye. See you again in the next class. Till then, have a nice day.